Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a crossbow. It's pretty easy to do, but it takes a while. Okay, so here's one I made. This is my first attempt at making one. Works pretty well. See, it has an ammo case. Put your ammo in there. It has a little aiming stick thingy. It has a handle, like a grip, and just things to make it work. But yeah, that was my first attempt at making one of these. Looks pretty cool. The other ones I made don't look so cool, but they do work better. Here, let me show you. Here's my favorite one. See, not as cool looking, but it works a lot better. Just like that. Okay, so here's how you make it. Okay, first off, what you're gonna need is some sort of stick. Probably going to want a flat one, or at least a straight one. Nothing real curvy or like bumpy, just something sort of smooth and flat. That would work. You're gonna need some tape, probably Scotch tape or electrical tape. Electrical tape works better, but I just ran out of that, so I'm gonna have to be using Scotch tape. You're going to need 3 pens to make one that looks cool but doesn't shoot as far, or 2 pens to make one that does not look as cool but it shoots a lot further. So there's a downside to both. But another cool thing you can have is a little aiming thing, a little laser pointer. You can have that on the bottom of it. Just stick that onto a rubber band, make sure it's pressing on the button so it's always pointed, and laserizing things or whatever. So yeah, you're going to need that. You're going to need a pen cap or a marker cap, and either one really long rubber band or 2 long-ish rubber bands. And you're going to need some sort of shorter stick or longer, but I would probably use a shorter stick because it works better. Actually, if you were to use a longer stick for what I'm talking about, here, let me show you. This thing, the thing holding the 2 rubber bands, this stick right here going across, if you have that really long, coming really far off both ends, it would probably shoot further, but it would probably break more often. Well, you're going to need that, either long or short, your choice. And you're going to need, well, this is optional. You can use a deodorant cap for a handle, which works perfectly because it's like the perfect size and shape for your hand. And you're going to need a knife and you're going to need a Swiss Army knife, some sort of pocket knife with pliers and stuff on it. Or you could just have separate tools like pliers and a knife. So let's get started. Okay, you're going to want to have a flat stick, okay? You're going to get some pens, either 2 or 3. For this one, I'm going to just make it a short crossbow and make it shoot further. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to get your knife, take out your pliers and then pop off this little part right here. Okay? That little end piece. Just be careful not to break the hollow part, the tube, because you're going to need that. This is worthless. You don't really need that little thing. Just throw that out. So now you just have a tube after you've taken out the ink stuff, you know, take that out, and then you're going to have the ink thing inside of it, the part that makes the thing, right? You're going to use that as ammo. So right now, after you've taken everything out, and you should just have the tube, okay? So then you're going to tape that onto the stick, just like that, on the end. It's like reaching the end of the stick, just like that. Okay? Make sure it's straight. Okay, that looks about right. Going to get your tape. And you're going to tape that onto it. Okay, once you have the front taped, you're going to tape the back part. So now you should have that. It's perfect. Just make sure it's taped on both ends and that the holes are not blocked on either side, okay? Now you're going to get the inside part of the pen, this thingy, and you're going to put that inside the marker cap or the pen cap, whichever one you used, whichever one you decided to use, I guess. So what you're going to do, you're going to get the pen, stick it in the marker cap or pen cap. Make sure it's all the way down. And then you're going to put tape around it so that it stays in. But not so much that it's like all like big and stuff like that. It has to be sort of small and tight on it. Okay, so it doesn't block it when it, you know, shoots the ammo. So, did I just make a dirty joke? Ah, whatever. Okay, so you're gonna get that, put tape around it. So now you should have this. Okay? So then you're going to get your knife knives like this work the best. And you're just gonna saw through the tip of the pen. So that it's maybe 1 centimeter deep, depending on the size of what you have. So I cut it about that big. Don't know if you can see that, but okay. So then you're going to get your 2 rubber bands. Okay. They should each both be the same size. Okay. Then stick one end of the rubber bands through the slit in the marker cap. Okay. So now you should have something that looks like that. Okay. So we're just gonna put that aside for now. Okay. Then we're going to put on this thingy. See, if you're making a small one like I am doing, you're gonna use another same size tube, or a bigger one if you want to. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so just tape that onto the end right here. Don't block up the hole at the end. Okay, so just get your tape. A lot of it. Okay, maybe like a foot. Okay? Then get this and tape it sort of sideways and put it in the middle. Okay, so you have that. Then stick that straight on here and just start taping around. Just make sure it stays on there. So now you have tape going this way or this way, one of the two. Okay, then you're going to get one more foot of tape. You don't have to actually measure the tape, I'm just guesstimating. I'm saying what I'm using is probably about a foot. Okay, then tape it in the opposite direction of what you just did. Neatness doesn't really matter as long as you don't cover up the 2 holes at the end. Okay? So, you know, you don't have to be all precise with this and stuff unless you want a really nice crossbow. Okay, so now you should have something that looks sort of like that. Okay? So, you know, pretty much useless right now. Nothing we can do with that, except maybe kill people. Probably will be more effective once we actually have it working. Doesn't matter though. Okay. So then you're going to get your rubber bands that are attached to this. And then going to wrap it around the ends of these. Just make sure that they stay on. Then pull it back and stick the pin through that, okay? And then you're going to get your ammo. In this case, I will be using another one of these, okay? Just stick it in the end, pull this back, and then let go, and it should shoot. And there you have it. Perfect crossbow for perfect people. Huh, whatever. Later.